out. All right, now let's get started. I want to share with you some things about funnels. And one of the things I have discovered that has really concerned me, and that is that and I've had several clients who've fallen into this trap, and they have this amazing sales funnel, and they're not having any sales. And so I've actually studied this carefully, and I have come to the conclusion that your sales funnel might be actually the thing that is killing your sales. And so we're going to make a bold statement today, and the bold statement is that your sales funnel is killing your sales. So we're going to start with that premise, and I'm going to show you the reasons why, and we're going to run through that real quickly, and then I'm going to talk about the back end and building a funnel. So, but the first thing we need to understand is that your sales funnel might actually be killing your sales. And here's the reason. There's the top 3 reasons why your funnel is killing your sales and what you can do immediately. I don't understand. I have, and you can put in there the name of many popular software versions today. We have some whose initials are CF. There was a brand new funnel builder that was announced just this week. I actually got bombarded with a ton of emails. It is fairly limited and has just a handful of templates that are available, but they have this amazing funnel builder and they don't have sales. That's the biggest concern, is that you didn't buy a funnel builder so you could have a funnel builder. You bought it. Larry, you're not getting a sound? Dorn, are you hearing me okay? I know you're hearing me because you talked about the recliner. All right, Larry, let's see. Can somebody give Larry the refresh instructions? The refresh is Control F5. And see if that will help him. Somebody type that into the chat. Address that with Larry. Thank you, Samai. Or just refresh your browser in Chrome. You should be on Chrome if you're using Demio. And if you're listening to me, you're on Demio, obviously. Duh. Okay. The first problem is I don't understand. I have this platform and it's the best funnel builder that I know of, and I don't have sales. Or it was really, really easy for me to build the sales funnel, but I still don't have sales. Or I have my funnels very carefully mapped out and I have a funnel mapping program and I still don't have sales. Second one is my offer is amazing, but I still don't have sales. And the third one is my funnel works to perfection, but I don't have sales. So we're going to address each of those 3 things right now. And I think the answer is going to be interesting to you. Nobody buys because of your funnel. They buy because of your offer. The offer has to be amazing. It's not the funnel. Nobody cares what the funnel's like. I mean, obviously it can't have misspellings on it, and obviously it can't have things that are pointing in the wrong direction and all of that kind of stuff. But they don't buy because of your funnel. They buy because of your offer. Your offer has to solve a problem that they're fully aware of. And if it doesn't solve a problem that they're fully aware of, then they're not interested in the offer, no matter how amazing the funnel is. So the first reason why nobody buys your product is because your offer may just not be the offer that they're looking for. So that's the first problem. The second one is your amazing offer must be supported by high converting sales copy. The biggest problem that I see is that people build funnels and they don't have good sales copy. Instead, they have sales copy that talks about how amazing they are. It doesn't talk about what this is going to do for the client. And I see this over and over and over again. I used to, when I did lots and lots of networking events, I would get people's business cards and I would ask them, do you mind if I call you next week and give you one suggestion from your website? And the one suggestion from the website was always going to be the same. Your first sentence is about you, and it shouldn't be about you. It should be about the customer. I even take that one step further, Dorn, from features versus benefits copy. What problem do we solve for you? I even take that even further than that. I take features and benefits and put them on one side, and I take results and put them on the other side. What results are you looking for? You know, it goes back to that same old thing that there must be 500,000 half-inch drill bits that are sold every year, and not one person ever sat out in the morning and said, I just need to buy a drill bit. What they did was they needed a hole. And so it's the results that people are looking for. And so we focus our attention on the results, and the amazing sales copy has to be about results. Has to be about results. And then the third thing is you can have the best funnel in the world, but you have to have high quality traffic. You have to have high quality traffic. Without high quality traffic, I don't care how good your offer is. I don't care how slick your funnel looks. I don't care how amazing your sales copy is. If you're not getting that in front of the right people, then you have a problem. So the reason why your funnel is killing your sales is because you depended upon the funnel, not on the offer, not on the sales copy, and not on the traffic. Without a great offer, without great sales copy, without good traffic, you are not going to have the sales that you're looking for. You have to have high quality traffic. I will not talk about it other than to mention it like 7 or 8 times today, but I will focus my attention on it next week. I'm going to show you how to get traffic to an e-com store. Next week is going to be about e-com stores, and I'm going to show you how to get great traffic to an e-com store, okay? All right, the next thing is, and the next promise that I had made for this webinar is that there's I'm going to show you the top 3 user experiences that lead to more conversions. This is not from me. This is from my research done with Matt Wolf and Joe Flyer. These guys have figured out the top 3 user experiences that lead to more conversions. These guys are all about conversions, and I'm going to show you what the top 3 user experiences are that lead to more conversions. This is something that if you have these 3 things, if you've got a good offer, if you've got great copy, if you've got good traffic, these 3 things will enhance your conversions. All right. If you're sending an amazing offer with a great experience to people who aren't interested in buying, or you're selling something that nobody's interested in buying, then it isn't going to help. But all other things being equal, these 3 things will make the most difference. And that is a personalized pop-up. One little trick with a pop-up that made for Matt and Joe, it made a 27% increase in their conversions. And that was a personalized pop-up. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment. The second one is a park on page feature. And this having to jump from one page to the next in order to, and I call it the park on page. And that's, anybody know what I'm using when I talk about the park on page feature? What is it that I use in order to make that park on page thing happen? Somebody tell me what that is. That's putting your checkout features in a pop-up rather than taking them to another page. It's amazing what happens, particularly if you're not using a fast page platform. It's amazing what happens in that 3-second page loads. Parking on the page and having a pop-up handle your checkout, handle your customer experience can make all the difference in the world. And including registering for a membership site, or registering for the next step that needs to be taken, or registering for a webinar. If you park on the page and you do all your activity on that single page, makes all the difference in the world in your conversions. Jumping people around is not in their best interest, particularly in today's world. It has to be functional on an iPhone or a mobile device of some kind. And that park on page feature is incredibly beneficial for more conversions. And then number 3, and this goes back to the old Eric triangle training, and that is make it really easy for the user to say yes. Make it really easy for the user to say yes, which means that you follow your buy button follows your sales copy in all the right places where it's like, that's a no-brainer. Go ahead. And the buy button is right there. Make it really easy for the user to say yes. I see some pages where I'm like, I'm looking for the buy button. Where's the buy button? I've already made a decision. Where's the buy button? And I have to scroll down and find the buy button. Make it easy for the person to say yes. Figure out where they're going to be the most highly responsive and put the buy button right there. And then put it someplace else and then put it someplace else. But make it easy for the person to say yes. That leads to more conversions. Your sales page should make it really easy for people to say yes. Your sales funnel should make it really easy for people to say yes. You want people to say yes to you. You notice I say that word yes a lot, and it's because I always refer to the person who needs to make a decision as the yes person. They're the person who can tell me yes. It makes all the difference in the world when I talk about the yes person. Okay, so then the final promise for today was that we're going to find why your funnel focus is all wrong, and we're going to change it in the next 30 minutes. And the reason why the funnel focus is oftentimes wrong is because you're not putting the experience, you're not simplifying the experience for the buyer. You're fascinated with the funnel, you're fascinated with the things it can do, and you're not making it easy for the buyer. Must make the experience easy for the buyer. Okay? All right, does everybody understand what we're doing now? Those things I had to say about funnels because I think it's really important that everybody understand that the funnel by itself is not the magic. The funnel by itself is not the magic. You can't just throw an amazing funnel out there and expect all of the things to happen. You have to have those things that we just talked about must be present, or you're going to be in trouble. You have to have a great offer. You have to have great sales copy that supports that offer, and you have to make it really, really easy for people to say yes. So do those things, and with great traffic going to your site and a personalized experience, and all of that will make a big difference. Okay. All right. Are you ready to take a look at how we're going to do this? And we're going to use these things that we just talked about here as the criteria by which we measure our funnel experience. Okay. All right. We're going to spend some time focusing some attention on funnels, keeping in mind the things that we just talked about, how important your offer is, how important your sales copy is, how important your traffic is. We're saving a big chunk of the traffic for another time, but how important the good traffic is, and then all of the experiences that I want you to have here. Did you see a typo someplace? Yes. Okay. Let me let you all in on a little clue. This is one of the things that we do, and we do this intentionally. Y'all see this. When you see this right here, that's because we want you to make sure that you change that. This is what was left in your platform. Okay. It's kind of like putting your name here. All right. This was not intended to be good. You'll see that frequently throughout our sales copy. So I'm going to show you something here. We're going to go into the, and there should be one on this first page right here. Okay, let's get back over here. Let's take a look at the funnels. I'm going to take you through one right here. All right, now this is something that I want you all to see that I think you'll find quite fascinating. This is the funnel analytics for this first 30 days in sales. Okay, I built this morning. I've got this laid out here. I want you to see this particular funnel and the way it's built. Notice the next step in the funnel goes to a pop-up with a bump offer. All right, pop-up with a bump offer. See this arrow right here? That is an upsell. I can add an upsell or a downsell from right here. So I've got a single click upsell, downsell right here, and then takes them to a thank you page. Okay. Y'all see the pieces of that and understand what we're about to do. So I actually have a 3-step funnel, but one of them is a pop-up. One of them is I have a 3-step funnel. One's a pop-up and one's a thank you page. I have the sales page, the pop-up, and the thank you page. But when the pop-up has been completed, and that's where the purchase information is entered, then an upsell is offered. Okay, and the upsell shows up as a second page. But I've already captured their checkout information. I've made a bump sale offer here. So let's take a look at how this looks. So this is the front end of the funnel. Okay, this is the very first step in the funnel. I would remove this menu from the top up here, but this is the front end to the sales funnel. And you want to make sure that your bullet points are rock solid and that they're right here. And if you're going to write good sales copy, all right, if you're going to write good sales copy, you want to ask yourself, I love the Marlon Sanders question, is this something that people would climb over broken glass to get the answer to? If I could eliminate the top 5 reasons why sales reps fail, and I can eliminate them from my life and experience from the first day, that would be beneficial to me, right? Everybody's heard what happens when people fail, and they don't want to be that person who fails. All right. This one right here, this is a real common myth that if I knew more about the product, I'd be able to sell more. This is something that nobody understands, and so you throw that in there because it's going to catch their attention, correct? Why perceptions eliminate objections better than a list of canned answers. And, you know, every salesperson, their first 30 days, they're memorizing a list of canned answers, and then they never get asked those questions ever. And so we've eliminated that. We're talking about how to eliminate objections without having them ever come up. And then, you know, 4 questions that when answered, you'll have to beating your peers right out of the gate. So that's how this whole program works. Okay. Are y'all understand this is what the sales funnel is, got sales copy in it. And I put a video right here. I like to do sales videos, and, you know, this one's kind of funky, but it is a video. And the video covers much of the stuff that's covered in my sales letter. And so I'm not having to repeat myself. So I don't have to come up with new copy for the sales video. It's basically the copy that's going to be in the body of my letter. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about here about sales copy and how important that is and what that does to make your sales? All right, now let's go back over here. Let's take a look at this sales funnel in action. All right. This may or may not make a difference in conversions, but I want to make it easy for people to tell me yes. So I actually make the button change colors when I roll over the top of it. And so when I click that button, this is what happens. I'm in my checkout page right here. All right. So this is my checkout. This is my checkout page right here. I don't take them to another page. When they click and tell me that they're ready to take action, then the place to take action is the very next thing that appears. They haven't even left the page. The park on page, so important, okay? So I'm just gonna run through this quickly. I'm gonna show you this, put an email address in here, and I'm going to down here, this is my bump offer. So I have added a bump offer to this when I click right here, and I put special offer up here because I normally offer this for $27, but if you buy it now, you'll get it for $17. Okay, are y'all with me? And now I've just added a discount promo code, and I zeroed that out. So you can add a discount to this. And I click on complete the order. I didn't put details in here. All right. Let me ask you all a question. I'm going to lose my voice. Hang on just a second. Let me mute you. But I can enter a credit card number here, and it will take me to the completion of this. And I'm not going to put the credit card number in while we're live. So I'm going to jump you to the next offer, okay? But the point is that once the offer is included, and I click on complete the order, once I do that, then you're taken to the next step. Y'all remember what the next step is? So I had a bump offer. What comes next? I can say yes or no to the bump offer. What comes next? The upsell. The upsell was the next offer, the next part of that that platform. So let me pop over here and show you the upsell. And this is the page that would appear. It says at the top, limited time offer to grow your business online, available only for the first 50 people. And so, no, this is the bump sale was a bump sale. Now, keep this in mind. I have collected, this is really important, because when we were in the pop-up a while ago, the checkout pop-up, in order for me to take the next action, what did I have to do? And I skipped that and went directly to the page. What did I have to do? I had to put a credit card number in. I had to complete the purchase by putting a credit card number in, and the price at that point is $0. Exactly, Cynthia. The bump sale is like asking if you want fries with your hamburger. That's exactly what that is. So the upsell is, this is in exactly the same space, only it is a significantly better deal. All right. So the bump sale is something that would enhance the offer. This one is like, I was looking at a Volkswagen and bought a Cadillac. So now we've gone to the upsell, and this entire funnel platform is driven by widgets. And so this was really, really easy. Okay. This is my upsell right here. I've already entered my credit card information. If I click buy now, then guess what happens? The buy now will take that credit card information and buy this and apply this purchase right here. They got the first part for a discounted price, and then they were taken to an upsell page. This is where people get lost. That upsell has to be directly connected to the initial offer. But this is so important. You may or may not want to make an upsell, but you can now do it with a simple widget, and it's so easy to apply, and it's easy to make happen. Okay? That's exactly what we're doing. We're adding this is what this is. This is a coaching package that would be added to this program. All right. Now, I can either buy it now. And remember, if I buy it now, I've already got, this is a one-click upsell. I've already collected their credit card information. Do y'all understand how important that is? We're going to go back and break that down here in just a minute, okay? But if I have this now, if I click buy now, then it's going to take that credit card information and apply it to the purchase, and they will be billed $1,479. They will get the bump sale, they will get the first 30 days in sales, and they'll get the coaching program. And I didn't have to take them to 3 separate pages. I didn't have to take them to a store. Did you notice that we didn't have to go to a store? It was all right here. So if I click it doesn't make any difference what you call it. You can call it a one-time offer. You can call it a whatever you want to do. You can make that for a limited time. So what I put up here was a limited time. It's only available for 50 people, etc. But if I do that, then I can click on this, and it's going to take me directly to my thank you page. And that thank you page is going to be the first 30 days in sales. But it's some sort, you're exactly right, Dorn. It's some sort of scarcity, something that causes people to think, hey, there's only 50 spots. There's only 7 of them that are left. So I want to make sure that I take one of those spots. I don't want to get left out. I don't want to be left behind. That's the purpose of an upsell. You would do exactly the same thing if you were selling beds. You know, your bump sell might be a pillow. Your upsell might be 2 lampstands and a headboard, right, for a special price. Your downsell, and you could actually add a downsell to that, your downsell might be a nightlight. I don't know. But you get my point. You want to make sure that those things are connected and related. And there's a whole science and psychology behind this. And but the point is that you need to make it as easy as possible We could offer a three pay option. We don't have that quite developed yet, and I was hoping it would be done today. There were a couple of upgrades made on the platform today, and we don't exactly have that ready to do yet for a three pay. But we're really, really close. We should have had that today. I just haven't seen it included in today's what am I looking for? Today's. All right. So that was my fourth step in the offer. All right. I had my original landing page. I had the pop up with a bump. I had this upsell, and I could add as many of these as I want to. I think it gets ridiculous at some point. I actually purchased a product the other day that had seven upsells on it. I thought, oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. All right. I've got 27 minutes left. I'm hoping I don't lose my voice in the process of this. But that's what all of these, that's a simple process right here for this first 30 days in sales. I'm going to show you two more because I want you to get your head wrapped around this. This one is very detailed. I got Carrie working on some projects like this right now, which I'm going to announce to Larry and Mark, and I think Chris was on too. We'll talk about that in just a second. But I want you to, let's just walk through this one quickly, okay? Delivered in a funnel, all right? Watch me. All right. This is my video funnel. This is going to be my introduction right here, like my introduction video before. They say, yes, I want to learn more. What happens? You have to grab your free spot right here. Oops. So I grab my spot, and now that immediately takes me into the first video in the video training. Now think about this. You have a 12-course video course. You can give people the access to the first two. Y'all understand where we're going with this? Are you with me? If I gave them free access to the first two, and then they purchase to unlock the rest. Exactly. So they watch this video. That makes it possible for them to then go to this video, and then they can go to this video, and go to this video, and then right here we can offer a special promo. I can add as many of those videos as I want to. I can add as many video pages as I want to. I can open them up. I can put this promo anywhere I want to go with it. Yes, and actually this video looks really, really nice, Cynthia, by the way. I want to create a new funnel. Let me show you. Let's go back out here because I want to evaluate something, okay? I want to go back to 30 days in sales. I want you to take a look at this whole experience again. The answer to your question, Cynthia, is yes, there is. There's a back office CRM that goes with this, okay? All right, let me show you what happens here, okay? This is, we talked about the sales copy, we talked about the offer, we talked about all of that. We talked about making it easy for somebody to tell you yes. Let's preview this, and I'll show you. We'll take a look at that offer or that CRM in just a minute, Cynthia. Now, I'm going to click over here. I'm going to pop this up. There's a couple of things here I want you to pay special attention to. Do you see my picture right here? This is what Matt and Joe said made a 27% difference in their conversions. This personalized experience, having a picture there, and not a picture of your product, having a picture of you. And Joe said, I can't imagine anybody wanting to buy more because I had my picture on there, but he said it made 27% difference. That's pretty simple, right? And listen, if it makes a difference, I'll be willing to put my picture there. I think it does add to that trust factor, Samaya. It's a personalization, and it makes a difference. All right? Matters. I think it matters a lot. Now, the other thing that is important, I want to show you this from a trust factor as well. These are the things that you're going to get when you purchase the product, right? Well, guess what is listed right here? Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. That makes a difference. Where did the purchase take place? On the same page. Are we meeting all of those qualifying factors that we talked about earlier? Even if we're collecting the payment information here, even if we're collecting the payment information here, and the price is zero, I've made it really easy for them to tell me yes. I totally agree with you, Samaya. I think oftentimes that there's a disconnect between what somebody thinks they're buying. And I found that makes a big difference if you list those same bullet points right here when they're making the payment. I think it makes a huge difference. I agree. Make sure that you're very clear. The top 3 reasons why sales reps fail. Well, guess what lesson number 1's about? The top 3 reasons why sales reps fail. You make sure that you follow that through everything that you do. So it's in my sales letter. It's one of the things I talk about in the sales video. It is the bullet points that I put on my checkout page. I make sure that that's very clear. It helps with the trust factor. Put my picture here. So I'm the person who's saying that. Makes a difference, all right? So I'm meeting all of those qualifications. Let me show you one more thing. What if, let's play what if game for just a moment. Let me grab another funnel. That's a really, really good question, Samaya, and that's what I was trying to demonstrate and I screwed up. Apologize. What I want to do, let me make a simple one here. I'm going to get rid of just trying to rush. We're going to delete this one. We'll add a new one. Delete that, add a new step, and it's going to be a pop-up. We'll just make it an empty pop-up. I'm going to add in here a checkout. And I'm going to add a bump offer. And I'm going to select the value pyramid bump. Put the box around the outside of it. That's going to be it. Why it's asking for a password right here, Samaya, is because I want them to create if they don't have a password, I want them to create their login right here so they don't have to wait in order to get their product delivered for an email. That way I can take them directly to a password protected portion of the site where they can get access in right there. That's the reason for the password, is so that will happen. All right. Very important part of the process. Okay, we saved that. Back over here. Now I'm going to take this pop-up and we'll move it right here. Did we meet the qualifications that we talked about before? We have to have an amazing offer. We have to have great sales copy. We have to have good traffic. Those three things have to happen. But we were able to reproduce. We were able to reproduce that personal experience, putting a picture on the checkout page. We kept them on the page. They didn't have to go to a second page to check out. We were able to collect their credit card information for the upsell or the bump sale or a downsell if we wanted to do that. Without them leaving the page, they have already entered all the information that they need to complete their purchase. It's all done with a simple widget. Any questions? Yes, absolutely, Dorn. Dorn's question is, do you have the conditional logic to pop up the downsell if they close the sales pop-up? The answer is yes. Yes, it works exactly the same way. And again, if you had a discount coupon for the first two products that you purchased, the original sale and the bump sale, you would still collect the credit card information for the downsell if they chose not to take the upsell. So you would still have that. Yes, Stephen, it definitely works with GDPR. Next week, we'll talk about shopping carts. I have some amazing things to show you about shopping carts. I really believe that we've made sales funnels simple for people. We've really made this a simple process. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to be expensive. So this is what I've done. Dorn, if you're interested in an agency license, since ClickFunnels charges $297 a month for that, and you get 50 funnels. We'll give you 350 funnels for the same price. And we're working on, and I won't have that deal done until the 18th of September. But what we're working on is connecting that to an ActiveCampaign account and allowing you to run everything through the ActiveCampaign account, and we'll set it all up for you. No, that's a monthly price, Cynthia. Because with the ActiveCampaign, what we're doing is we're mimicking what ClickFunnels did with their piece. Which, by the way, I forgot to show you, Cynthia, since she asked the question earlier. This is the back office CRM. Okay. That's included. Now, it may be that the account that you sell, depending upon what they want to do with that account, will have a monthly hosting fee attached to it. And depending on what we can work out, what we can arrange with ActiveCampaign, which I have that meeting on the 18th of September, we may even be able to turn on the ActiveCampaign CRM with all the automations inside of that same account. Because the truth is, the funnel is just the beginning. The email CRM, the email automations are really where the magic happens, because not everybody says yes, but because they were there, we want to be able to continue to stay with them. And so we're actually making that follow us. Okay. Well, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought, Dorn. To have the front end funnels and the ActiveCampaign account, yeah, that's a grand slam home run. I've never had ActiveCampaign not deliver an email on time. So we decided it was time for us to take this to the next level. And nobody delivers better than ActiveCampaign. There are some that are almost as good, but nobody delivers better than ActiveCampaign does. Plus the fact, and I don't know if y'all see this or not, this is also here. So if you respond in here, you're automatically put into, in this case, in my account, you're automatically put into my ActiveCampaign account and into the CRM. All right, and this will determine where I saw you at and also put you in the CRM with what deals are possible for that. How cool is that? All right, I'm going to wrap it up, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, next week will be about stores. And by the way, if you have a client that's interested in a store, I have a way to send about 40,000 people to their store a month. I have an amazing solution, Dorn. We'll need to talk, okay? All right, thank you, folks. I'm going to cut out of here. I've got another call that I need to get on.